where you are at this point in your life, personally and professionally, is determined by the choices that you made at some point in the past. There's no getting away from that. Now, if you don't like the way your life is going on any level, if you feel you want to tweak a certain part of yourself, if you think you want to better yourself at work with what you're doing and your whole experience, it's time for you to sit down, to reflect, and start tweaking your life until you get to where it is and what it is that you want. Does that make sense? As you're doing this, can't stress this enough, understand this. Your sense of humor is your sense of perspective. It is a choice we all have on how to deal with so much of the stuff that life throws at us all the time. I have studied this thing, humor, for years. I am an expert on humor. I am a PhD, a professional humor being. This is one of the most powerful intangibles, and this is what I'm urging you to use, because if anything can help you to bounce back to that state of joy so that you can intensify, so that you can create that ultimate, unique guest experience, is to get in tune with your humor being on a daily basis. Let me give you an example, true story, on how the ability to laugh in probably one of the most stressful situations that I've ever had turned, because of laughter, turned in the most successful outcome to this day in my life. Follow me on this. I was in New York City in the middle of my comedy career years ago. I had a rental car that kept breaking down. It was 98 degrees. The air conditioning isn't working. Sweat's pouring down my face. I'm in the world's biggest traffic jam. It seemed like every New Yorker on the planet was beeping their horns and cursing at me. That's not a very comfortable feeling. And I'm already 40 minutes late for a very important audition. And I'm feeling this snowball of negativity building up. And I'm like, oh man, what else could possibly happen? Don't ever ask that question. Because if you do, the universe will answer you. And it happened. I drove up to the toll booth and I went to pay the guy and I realized I left my money home. I don't know what possessed me. I just looked at the guy in the booth and I said, I'll have a couple of burgers, 2 fries, and get something for yourself there, Sparky. Now apparently this guy was new in the country and I didn't know that, and he didn't understand American humor. The poor guy looked at me and he said, I'm very sorry, but we do not have food here. I said, well, then you better get it because you're holding up traffic. Now, all of a sudden, I noticed he started laughing. He finally got the joke, and I'm laughing too. But all the cars in back of me, they're beeping the horns, going, hey, come on, move it. We got to get going. I swear to you, my newfound friend in the toll booth sticks his head out, motions to all of the other cars, and says, I'm very sorry, but we ran out of food. Try the next booth. By then, we were hysterical. We were high-fiving each other. We became best friends in 30 seconds. The coolest thing is that he let me go without paying. He let me go. He looked at me and he said, listen to me, my friend. I wanted, this toll is on me. I have to tell you that I am brand new in this country, and this is only my 2nd day on the job, and believe me when I tell you I really needed to laugh today. And I looked at him and I said, so did I. Here's the point. Very important point. People, I drove away from that toll booth in a totally different state of mind. As a result, I was able to plant positive thoughts in my head, constructive ways on how I can deal with this very important audition that I had coming up. And guess what? I had a great audition. I kicked butt. And it's a good thing I did, because it led to the most important break in my comedy career. That's how I got my first TV special, my Showtime special. And that special paved the way for every other TV special that I've ever gotten.